Right. Now you are live.
I'm live, okay. We'll wait for people to wake up and smell the coffee, or in my case, smell the fizz. So you let me know what is appertaining.
Yeah, there's a couple of people watching us on Instagram. Oh, it's growing now.
It's growing. Here we are. Like my hair. I think my hair has like built-in fertilizer in it, you know. Look at those roots. Look at my roots.
Yeah.
They will be gone next week. In fact, I was in the bathroom, the ensuite this morning, and I said, getting ready, I think I actually need a spreadsheet for all the things that I now have to do in the morning. When you were younger, it was just like quite easy, a bit of blusher, a bit of mascara, and you were good to go. Now, I find that like trying to remember everything from the cleanse, the tone, the moisturiser, the HRT gel, the moisture gel, the vitamin D3, K2, what else? Oh, I'm taking some gummies at the minute that help the bowel, a bit of kefir on an empty... Anyway, the list is endless. And then some mornings I'm quite good and I do most things and I think, oh God, I've forgotten that. So I was thinking I know you can get those tablet boxes, but mine, it's not tablets, it's all the other paraphernalia. So I need some sort of process in the bathroom so that I don't forget everything that I have to do. Because it's about well-being and looking after yourself, and I'm trying very, very hard to look after myself. So I'm feeling good. It is, I don't know how many weeks since I've seen you, a number. The girls in the office and Paul have been nagging me and saying, come on, we need to do some photos, we need to do some videos. So they pinned me down. There was going to be no live this morning for reasons I will explain. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to put it in my diary and I'm going to come on and just have a chat. So all of those that don't like the chat, what I would say is don't waste your time watching any further. There's going to be no fashion show this morning. It is just going to be a little bit of a chat and talk through with you what's going on. Because there's a lot going on. There's always a lot going on, but at this time of year, we're halfway through the year. It's that you're halfway across the bridge from one season to the other, and I've got 3 seasons actually going on in my head. We're finishing spring summer 26. We're having deliveries from autumn winter 26, and I'm buying autumn winter 27. So my head is like Genevieve, the box of lottery balls with everything bouncing around inside, but in a good way, So Paul, who's on? Maybe we dropped a few then if they don't want to listen to the chitter chatter.
No. Jackie says good morning from my sunbed in Corfu.
Oh,
Jerry says good morning all.
I went to Corfu years and years ago on a girls' holiday. God, and I think now what I did in Corfu all them years ago, you if your kids did it, you'd be like, oh my God. Anyway.
Jill Davies says good morning all. Janice
Jill.
Rosser says good morning both. Lovely surprise seeing you today. Diane Andrews says good morning. Pat Warren says good morning both. Just waiting to get picked up, going out for the day with my granddaughter. And that is it.
Okay, so I am going to kick off this morning with a little tribute. Now, I went to a funeral this week of a beautiful lady called Val Gatt. So anybody that is from the local area, or certainly from Barry, will know Val. And she lived to the ripe old age of 85 and had an amazing, amazing life. And Val has been in my life for, let me think, at least 40 years. And it was a wonderful funeral. And what I learned at the funeral, so I'm going to open this in tribute to Val, is that when she was in hospital, the doctors allowed her to have happy hour every day for the last couple of weeks. So we're having happy hour now, and I'm going to have a little toast to Val, because she was a woman after my own heart her two loves, apart from her family in life, were clothes and a little tipple. So this is to Val, and I will say her wardrobe was full of queenly clothes. So this is to Val and her wonderful family. It was a gorgeous funeral. It wasn't morbid. It was very, very uplifting, with a tribute to Val and all that she did in her life. So this is to Val, and then I'm going to tell you a little anecdote. So to Val, and I'm going to take this in the shop. So anybody that comes in this morning, I think we'll have a couple of glasses of fizz going on in the boutique. So if you're around, pop in for a little fizz. So one of my earliest memories of Val and her daughter Julia actually is that we used to be part of the modelling crew for Jane Ross, who had a boutique called Jade in Barry. And we've been doing it for a couple of seasons, a couple of years with Jane. And Jane has this bright idea, this one fashion show. We go for a practice and she says, I know girls, she said, the opening song is gonna be Who Let the Dogs Out? Well, myself, Val, Julia, Viv, the whole crew, we were absolutely mortified that we were going to be labelled as dogs coming out to the opening scene of this fashion show. Now, I have to say, I would laugh and say, oh my God, that is absolutely classic. And I would get on with it with a big fat smile on my face. So, to Val, modelling days, clothes and fizz, Who Let the Dogs Out? Amazing life, and it was a pleasure to be at her funeral. I am also going to do a little tribute to one of our beautiful customers, Louise Edwards, and this is a little toast to her son, who she's lost recently, to Cadell. So there we are, not morbid, celebrating both lives. I'm having another sip, and come in and join me, Paul.
No, I was just going to say, any excuse for some bubbles at this time, and it's only 9:30.
I know, that's Val as well, me and Val, and Julia. In fact, we used to have wine in the dressing room of these fashion shows, and by the time we got to the evening where we were all piddled, especially Julia, there was a moment, I'm not going to share with you, but if Julia is watching, she well and truly got told off by the owner of the boutique for being maybe a little bit naughty on the catwalk after too much wine in the dressing room. Anyway, lots of those models are my customers, and I know you will be chuckling at that little tribute there. I'm sorry, those that obviously don't know that personal stuff. Anyway, I will carry on. So, what is going on? So the first thing I'm going to tell you is we are now on the final day of our VIP 20% off. Grab it off everything. I don't even know if there's any exclusions. So 20% off everything in our casual boutique with your VIP card. Now we only do this twice a year. We do it around sale time, pre-sale, so that you can grab what you want before it goes into the sale. Now there's the little twist, because not everything goes into the 50% sale, but you still get the opportunity to have 20% off with your VIP card. Now it's the final day today. We've been running it since Wednesday, I think, and a lot of you girls, you know our sale is crazy, and you have been taking the opportunity to grab your 20% off. Now, I can hear some of you saying, but I haven't got a VIP card, how do I become a VIP? So you can become a VIP card. We'll put the link in the comments so that you can purchase your card, but that won't, unfortunately, grab you 20% discount today. You have to be an existing card holder. It's my way of rewarding existing customers. But what it does mean, if you become a VIP card holder today for the first time, when we then do it then later on in the year pre the winter sale, you will then be one of those existing VIP card holders. So it's always worth having that card. It costs £5, and the money for the cost of the card goes to our charity of the year. I think that brings me nicely on to, we finished the Face Up Cymru, and the final figure, I've actually written it down in case I forgot, Face Up Cymru, £9,025 is winging its way, all thanks to us and our wonderful teamwork as a business and you VIP card holders. £9,025 is winging its way to Face Up Cymru. So even if, I don't know, perhaps you never use a discount card or you only use it for the sales, you have contributed towards sending money to charity. Our current charity is Maggie's. I won't go too much into Maggie's, but it is support for family and they call them guests, not patients, linked to Velindra in Cardiff. Now, I have penciled a date in my diary, and I think it would be good for you guys to pencil a date in your diaries. Any that have come to our sit and shop events before will know that they're great fun, it's great networking, there's some great women there. You can shop and sit fizz for 2 hours, grabbing yourself some discount and having a great chinwag and doing all that while raising money for charity at the same time. So that will be for Maggie's, and the date is penciled in on the Wednesday the 9th of September. Wednesday the 9th of September. So that's not set in stone, but it's 95% set in stone that is going to be the first one, because we will have all our new collections in by then. And you will have all done your summer holidays and done whatever you need to do, help look after the kids, the grandkids, the great-grandkids, whatever you're going to do all summer, and then we can have some fun in September. Anyway, Paul, I chatted quite a bit. Anybody else?
Change.
Now, be nice, play nice today. I'm going to have another sip of my fizz now.
So Sarah Cook says, good morning, looking well, Joanne.
Thank you.
Joanne.
No, I've known Sarah since I was...
I know.
I think it's 4.
Is it, I'm
I
like,
think it's 4.
who's she talking about?
54
Joanne.
years, so she's one that does know me as Joanne. And
Yeah.
probably Val did as well.
Yeah, so I think this must be Julia, because she's under Jules Thomas on Insta. She said, beautiful Jodie, thank you for such lovely words.
Oh, to a wonderful lady. I love your mum.
Tracy Pike says, good morning, I am officially retired from next Friday.
Woohoo!
Lorraine Smart.
Congratulations! Do you know what? It's going to be a morning of toasts, I think, this morning.
Only excuse. Lorraine Smiles says, good morning all. Pat Warren says, have to catch up later, what I miss. Angie Smith says, to Val. Margaret Swallow says, good morning all. And then they start. Margaret Murphy, wow, what an amount, well done.
I know, it is the biggest amount in any year of our adopted charity. I think prior to this year, I think the biggest that we've done was something at 5,000-6,000. So this 9,000 has blown us away, but only thanks to your support. And what I would say, I'd do a little shout out for raffle prizes ready for the 9th of September. So, you know, if you want to donate anything, then all prizes are welcomely received.
There's been a couple of customers this week as well that haven't been able to use their winnings,
right?
You know, in their gift vouchers or
and
their vouchers.
No,
what they've done is they've actually wanted us to give them to the Maggie's charity.
Yes, so rolled it forward to the next one.
Yeah.
And I knew we'd had some, and we have had customers come in with bottles of champagne and handbags and all sorts of things, because
very generous.
It is so generous. And do you know what? It's such a feel-good factor on that night when people have won something, because it's just that warm, fuzzy feeling, like a glass of fizz gives you.
I was going to think of something else that gives you that feeling anyway, but no, moving on.
It might give you that feeling. It's me. They told you I'm a raisin now, not a grape.
Right, moving on. Pat Warren says, well done, Queen Bee, fantastic amount of money. Lorraine Smile says, fabulous amount, well done. Sharon Baker says, you look fabulous. Sheila Power says, brilliant amount raised, well done everyone. And Julie Can says, morning both, looking gorgeous, Jodie. Ooh.
Well, do you know what? I am actually going to confess that I get a little bit of FOMO when it comes to the sale. And I sort of go through what's left and I'm thinking, oh my God, that is going to go at 50%. I need it in my life. And this was one of the dresses that I said to the girls, I was working from home, you need to go through the shop and you need to shop for me and pick out what I need before it goes in the sale. And this was one of the dresses. This is from Cream. It's actually in our window at the moment, and I'm loving it. As you can tell, I'm loving it because it's got a pocket, and the length is good as well for me. The wedges, Heavenly Feet. I've got these in this colour and in gold. They're super comfortable as well. So that's the 20%. It will end today. It is online probably until midnight, is it? So 20% with your VIP card in store and online of everything in our casual boutique. What then happens? The website shuts down and it goes off until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, our sales have become quite famous. So much so, I was in Weston about 6 weeks ago.
She's watching, Kimmy.
And somebody said to me, Jodie, when's the date of your sale? You have the best sales of anybody. I need to write the date in my diary. So I know we're quite infamous for our 50% sale. So it even reaches the overseas shores of England. With people setting their alarm clocks for tomorrow morning, because when we at home we can see how many people are queuing to get on that website of when it gets switched on at 9 o'clock. And believe me, by 9:05, the website is crammed with people trying to shop. Now, a couple of tips. If you love something today and you're a VIP card holder and we've only got one left, what I'm going to say is, do you want to risk losing it at 20%, waiting for 50%? What are your chances of getting it tomorrow? You also need to consider not everything is going in the sale. So is Jodie likely to put this in the sale? If the answer is no, then I would grab your 20% today because you've got a mega offer. You're not even going to go, oh, I 20% instead of 50. There'll be no discount then if it is not in the sale. So the other thing to think about, because I know people shop and they put things in their basket thinking, I've mastered this, it's in my basket, when the sale starts I can just press click and pay. Now, until you've actually paid and checked out, just because it's in your basket doesn't mean to say that it's not visible to all those other hundreds of people shopping in the sale. So it's only yours and secured when you've checked out. So they're just a couple of things for you to be mindful of. So it starts online only tomorrow at 9 AM and then 9:30 in store on Monday. Now, coupled with this, at the very same time, we have our biggest, the summer is the biggest occasion wear event of the year, because when it's winter we're getting ready for our new wedding collections. So there is a big occasion wear sale event going on at the same time. 50% or less. No appointment needed. You can just walk in to our occasion wear boutique and bear with us. But if there's a girl available, I call them girls. If one of our stylists is available, they will help you. I would say be patient, and we probably, if it is very busy, to restrict how many dresses you can take into the changing room at any one time. We'll just see how it goes. But whenever we've done these events, it is very, very busy because people literally were, it's 50% or less. So some of those dresses, £99, and they were £600 or £700. Very, very easy to shop because it will all be in size order, and the girls can just guide you on the fit for each brand. And there's every single brand that we have in the occasion wear: Carla Away, Kevin John, Benny Infantino, John Charles, Dressed Up, Condici, Frank Lyman, and many, many more. They are 50% or less. Anything from Benny Infantino or John Charles, Spring Summer 26, they will not be in the sale. I don't want some of you going into panic and thinking, goodness me, I bought my Mother of the Bride outfit just 2 months ago and now it's half price. It will not be in the sale. We have to sign contracts with these designers to say that we will not discount until a certain period. We have to have them for at least a year before we can discount. So hopefully that gives you an insight to what's going on. Paul, any more questions or queries or whatever? Because I appreciate I'm not doing a show, so I don't want to bore people today.
So Sheila Powell said, brilliant amount raised, well done everyone. Sue Coleman says, good morning, well done everyone, looking gorgeous. Sally Ann Botto says, good morning, lovely. Pat Warren says, love the evening event, shopping fizz and meeting lovely friends.
It is, and people have made friends since those events where they've come on their own. One lady, she then came to Ireland, Dublin for the day with us because she met somebody at one of the events. And it was something else, a bus trip.
Pardon?
Trying to do a bus trip.
No. Sarah Williams says, how do you join the VIP, please? I've ordered through shop for postage.
Sarah will attach the VIP card for you, and then you can just apply for a card, and then you'll be a VIP card holder for the future. No problem.
Okay, cool. And that's it.
Okay. So I did grab this.
Oh, hang on. Angela Richards says, are there any Heavenly Feet espadrilles like you have on, as they are not coming up on the site?
Oh, they should be. This is Heavenly Feet. I don't know what the number is. We'll look at. I know there's no 6s left because somebody wanted to play with 6s yesterday. And this is what I'm saying. If your size is left and you've got 20% today, you might want to grab it today because it will be a bun fight at 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what the name of this is. Do you, Chris? If you search Heavenly Feet Gold, you've got them in gold and cream.
Heavenly Feet? They're not coming up in black.
Oh no, sorry, Marco Tozzi.
That's why they're not coming up on the thing. So that, Angela, they're not Heavenly Feet, they're Marco Tozzi.
Search Marco Tozzi and you'll definitely find them. But
we'll put the link on.
We'll get the link in. Oh, I've had too many sips of fizz now. So. And I said, my brain is just, so I'm thinking, what's going in the sale? What's not going in the sale? What's coming in? We've got deliveries lined up. There's deliveries coming today. We've had deliveries last week. And there's deliveries coming all next week from Denmark. And then I've got to be thinking about summer 27 when I'm doing my ordering. So it is a lot of balls bopping around in my head. So as I left the boutique this morning, I whizzed through the occasion wear, I whizzed through the casual wear, came through the car park and I'm in my studio. I literally grabbed a handful of things that I know 100% that these are going in the 50% sale. But they're things that have been definitely favourites of mine. I'm quite surprised that we've got some left. There's only maybe one left. So I just thought I'd just highlight to you what is available and do you want to grab them at 20 or do you want to wait till 50 in the morning? So I actually had this on yesterday. This is Olivia. I think there's only one of these left because we had a second delivery. A lot of people bought this colour first time around. We sold out of navy, we sold out of black. So this is Olivia. It will fit up to a size 12. Full price is $75.99, so do the maths. 30 something, 75 or 79, whatever. Half price will be 30 something and 20% off will be 50. What's the matter?
Don't bother trying.
I know, I'm not going to do maths. Cream. I can't, this one has sold and then it came, so this sold out and then a lady changed her mind on this one. So some lucky girl is either going to grab this for 20 or 50% off. It's a size 14. I think it would actually fit up to a 16. If you're not bothered about things being baggy, which I never am, you'd probably do a 12 as well. $129.99, size 14, one left. I have this myself. I wear it with my Ash 30 trousers. Absolutely love it. Melissa J. We've got it in coral, cream, $52.99. I know there's only one left of
What's
this.
it called, Joe, so that people can look for it?
Well, just look up Melissa J. Because
Yeah.
I think that's the best. And we'll attach each of the collections in and you can have a little browse as to what's available. I think our website actually tells you when there's only one left. I think it says last one or something like that.
Yeah.
So you'll know whether you need to really set your alarm clock and be on it or whether you need to grab it today. Do you know what? This is a lovely little beauty. This is called Isla. It's $45.99. Now this was transitional at the beginning of the year, but that actually translates then into being transitional at the end of the year. We're going to be coming through now, high summer, in that September period when we don't know what to wear. That would be a great little piece. I think there's only one or two of those left. $45.99, 35 or 20 something. Paul said not need to do the maths. Melissa J, I have the dress of this. This is a great little piece, little with a crochet top with a peplum, false. Does it? Oh, do they open? Yes, they do open, but it doesn't open. Oh, it does. So you could do this as a jacket. Sorry, I'm being. That is gorgeous. I thought it didn't open all the way. So a top or a jacket is beautiful. Melissa J crocheted, one or two left. All these things I know if they don't go today, they are going to get snapped up in the first day of the sale. So if what I will say is if you think, actually, I don't want to grab the 20%, I am going to gamble and wait for the 50, and you want to come in and have a browse, feel free. If you want to come in and browse all the occasion wear that's in the sale, and if we've got the capacity for you to try a couple on, that's absolutely no problem. You can do that today because they will then go online tomorrow, they will get grabbed online tomorrow, and then in-store available for try on Monday. So you can almost do a little pre-show today. Naya. So all of the Naya, not the pre-autumn Naya, but all of the Naya will be, there's one of these left. This has been my favourite piece this year. I've got this in the dove grey and white. One left, size 10, but this is going to fit 10, 12, and probably
Surprised you haven't got in the black.
14. Well, I might have that. I'm looking, there's a couple of things on this rail. I might have that. I might have this. And I would definitely have this, but it's not my size. I'm gutted that we sold it. This is Baroloch. I call it Barolochi because I think in Wales we always have that upwards inflection. So I think the proper pronunciation is Baroloch. In my little vocabulary, Barolochi. I think it sounds better. Two-piece, what's the matter?
No, I just kicked this.
Two-piece called A-Aloe, A-L-O-E, £179. So it was a very considered purchase, but the quality is gorgeous. Beautiful trousers. I've actually got the blazer with this embroidery on it, and this is a size 16. If it was a 12 or even a 14, I would have grabbed that with both hands at this point. In fact, if you love the Baroloch brand, I've had notification, pin back your ears in the office, I've had notification that we have a delivery leaving Spain, and that autumn winter is on its way. Now, Escape. Escape is a beautiful brand, an Australian brand by Orientique. Now, some of you may know the Orientique, may not know Escape quite so well, because anything that we've had from Escape, they're only a summer collection. Last year, there's nothing left, and this year, I literally think we've got 2 pieces of the whole collection left. There's not even 2 pieces in this dress, or literally, has been decimated. So there's a gorgeous little dress there, size 10, would probably fit 10, 12, very, very nice. 20% off today, 50% off tomorrow. This is one of my faves. I've got this myself. My hairdresser's got this. I don't know who else bought this, but this is the very last one. Do you know what? I don't know if we put this in the sale or not. I'm saying that.
Well, that's for you to find out later.
I don't know. No, I'm serious now. There's definitely 20% off today. This might not actually be in the sale because it's only just arrived. So anything cream that has only just arrived, or Naya that's only just arrived, is not in the 50% sale. So I'm going to park that one back there because I don't like telling fibs.
But there's still 20% on it
It's
today.
20% today with your VIP, but I'd have to check that one out. I've also grabbed literally just 3 occasion wear dresses because the selection in there is endless, absolutely endless. So I just grabbed 3 random dresses. Beautiful, black tie, collar away, size 12, £130. An amazing dress. That's the half price. Trouser suit. I went to an event, a couple of events recently, and I've worn collar away trouser suits or jumpsuits both times. This is a 2-piece trouser and an over top with a gorgeous, I love a little bit of a ruffle or a truffle or a flower or something. £150, half price. We may have other sizes, other colours, I don't know. And last but not least, this, in fact I've had this on my back this morning, thinking, oh, I might need that in my wardrobe. Frank Lyman, half price. I know we've got a 14 and a 16. It is neat, because that round that belly area, you just need to wear the right pants with that. I'm a 12-ish, 14, and I couldn't get in a 12 in this. So that is just a couple of the occasion wear bargains. But there's, I mean, the whole of the downstairs in the one room, the racks are absolutely full of 50% or less occasion wear pieces. No appointment needed. In fact, if you've booked an appointment, that will only be for new season. We won't serve you in an appointment for the sale items. That's almost like a bit of a self-serve with guidance from a stylist situated in store. If you want a one-on-one experience, book an appointment, and that will be all our new season occasion wear. Anyway, I've talked a lot.
Yeah, for change.
Well, if I go quiet, you don't like it.
Yeah.
Any questions, queries, comments, concerns, anything. I'm here for open, in fact, you can ask me anything. I'm here for opening question for probably the next 60 seconds, and then I'm going to dive away. I'm going to go and finish prepping the sale, and then
There's no more
get
questions.
ready for all our buying trips. So we're not here next week. I don't know when the next live will be. So I seriously don't. You'll have to watch our social media pages. I have done some videos of occasion wear because we are now on that road trip around the country. We're going to London, we're going to Harrogate, we've been to Solihull, we're going back to London. There is a lot going on. So just follow the socials. We tend to put a lot more personal information on the Queen Bee VIP group. So if you're not a member of the Queen Bee VIP group, we'll put the link in and you can join, and maybe you can see a little bit of a closer eye what we're doing on our travels. And I do have one final announcement while you're posing any final questions that you have for me. Mr. Tanner is going to be 60 in 17 days
behave.
time. 60. And what he does, he says, we meet people and he says, I'm 60 this month. Because he wants people to say, oh, but Paul, you don't look 60. I said, you're attention seeking. Paul, you are attention seeking. You do look 60. In fact, you look 66. No, he doesn't really. We do love him, and he deserves some downtime. He is Jessica Fletcher on steroids at the moment, trying to fathom out what is going on for his birthday. Anyway, we will be keeping it low-key because he doesn't want a big fuss. If it was me, we would be shouting from the rooftops.
No surprise there.
I've reached 60. Let's have a party for the world. Paul doesn't want that. But in 17 days' time, Paul Tanner is going to be 60. So if we're not in the business for a couple of days, then please excuse us too. Paul, any last questions?
So Liz Jones says, lovely to hear your voice this morning. Pamela Barnard Powell says, you showed a beautiful jumper with black spots on. Could you show it again? What size is it? Just missed it.
This is it's a Naya 10, but this definitely will fit 10, 12. It's a square shape. In fact, it could even maybe a size 14 fit in that. It's just Naya small. The code is Naya and then put 142 in. We'll put the link on. Gorgeous. It's a stunning jumper. There we go. But the whole of the Naya is going in, or if you've got a card, is 20% today, 50% tomorrow, apart from the pre-autumn collection. We've had to sign a contract to say it's not going in the sale.
That's it.
There we go.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, questions? Anything. You can ask me anything.
Oh, Dawn Taylor says you don't look it, Paul. Ha.
Oh, Dawn!
Thank you, Dawn.
He'll give you extra discount now, darling. How's the babies, Louie and Lily? Do you know what? She's got 2 new dogs, Paul.
Yeah.
And how bizarre is this? So she's got Lily and Louie.
Yeah.
And our Lily, if she wasn't going to be Lily, as in pink, and she was born blue, being a boy, she was going to be Louie. How mad is that?
And Lorraine Smile says he looks great. I'm 70 this month.
You're not.
No way. Wow.
Oh my God, Lorraine. We need to know when it is, and we'll have a little... In fact, in case we're not live, this is a toast for Lorraine's 70th birthday as well. Happy birthday, darling. You need to put on your birthday list. You want Queen Bee vouchers from everybody. In fact, I think we'll have wedding lists that, you know, they don't want a present for the house. They just want Queen Bee vouchers.
And Dawn says that Lily and Louie are adorable.
I need to bring them in. I haven't met them yet. Okay,
Yeah.
That's it. That's it from me.
That's it from me.
Until I don't know when. I'm sorry if you were expecting a fashion show this morning, but I did have a lot to say. So a recap: 20% today, 50% tomorrow. Occasion wear, 50%. You can come and try on before you buy. Buy your VIP card. If you haven't got 20% this time, you'll get it next time. The card lasts for a year. It's £5. £9,025 was our charity that we've just finished with, and we're now Maggie's. 9th of September is the shop and sit and with your Prosecco and all the rest of it. My head is like a box of Genevieve lottery balls because I'm closing Spring Summer 26, I'm opening Autumn Winter 26, and I'm buying Spring Summer 27. Welcome to my world. I love you all. Have a great summer, and I will see you very, very soon.
You sound like a female version of Martin Lewis.
Do I?
You did then?
No, so what does he say? He says, pay the card. What does he say? He's got a phrase. Pay the card off, you know, the credit card. Somebody will tell me what his phrase is. Anyway, Martin Lewis. I could be his sidekick, couldn't I?
Dawn's going to bring the...
I could retire and be Martin Lewis's sidekick. And yeah, but he doesn't drink champagne and toast his customers, does he? Hey, so Martin Lewis to you, and to Val, to Paul's birthday, Lorraine's birthday, and to Cadell. Have a great one, and I'll see you all very, very soon.
Bye-bye.